King Kong, expect to get fist. Regret future life that will not be missed. Dum-ka-dum-dum with super spin move. Me shake body with crazy 8 groove. Mystic fix with very large rage. Big anger cannot be caged. Hunter swing with puny little slap. Rajang bring the thunder to the big clap. Hunter talk whack, attack with big smack. Beat a small back with fist clad in black. Watch it go red, monkey clad in gold. Maybe big Aki watch power unfold. Big 58 fact that is false. Only thing bouncing his head on stone walls. Hunter run away, his only baby dream. Take life away with mega monkey beams.
In my quest to hunt Rajangs into extinction, I was reminded of something from my past, 26 years ago. What triggered this trip down memory lane is when you start to wear down this furious monkey and give it one good slap in the face. It flails its arms around like it doesn't know if it wants to touch the pain or yell out in agony. It looks like it wants to grab it, but it just can't. What could this possibly remind someone of? Well, let me share with you my story. I had just graduated from high school and was an 18-year-old short-tempered know-it-all that thought the world still revolved around him. I had just started a job at this stupid burrito place that I didn't even last a month at, that is now out of business. Why didn't I last longer than a month? Well, obviously, they sucked because they're no longer in business. But what had happened that got me out of there faster than a hunter that rage quits after double carding in the first 5 minutes of a hunt was supposedly because I was an insubordinate prick. Them burritos were good though. That's if you ask the management. That would be their version of events. But how I remember it was, I showed up to work ready to get to burrito making when the manager said, "Come here, I need to talk to you for a minute." So we step off to the side and he pulls out this piece of paper and tells me I need to sign it. So of course I ask, "What is this for?" He tells me, "For insubordination." Shocked, I asked, "For what?" He comes back at me with, "I told you to take out the trash last shift, and you didn't." So I say, oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't being insubordinate, I just forgot, my bad. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again. And then he goes, "Well, you still have to sign this." And I was like, "No, I don't." And this response clearly frustrated the head burrito in charge, and he tried to convince me that I had to sign this, and I wouldn't budge, saying things like, "And you can't make me." And so the head burrito started to change and raise his tone of voice, demanding that I sign this piece of paper, which I remember saying something like, "You better stop raising your voice at me and treat me with respect." But he didn't take my advice and continued to have a go. What would unfold was a shouting match between the head burrito and myself, over that I needed to sign this piece of paper and how one should be treated. And though I had just advised him to treat me with respect, my rage had boiled over, which resulted in me being the disrespectful one. I can't remember what he yelled at me at the time, but whatever stupid words left his mouth infuriated a very young me, and I exploded with, "Fuck you, I quit!" I removed my apron and chucked it right at his face. I remember his arms flailing around trying to block it or remove it, just like my buddy Rajang. And now it can't be unseen. Every time I set foot in the arena to square off with this furious monkey with horns, and I give him one good one right across his face, my weapon becomes an apron flying through the air at my old stupid burrito boss's face. Hey hunters, thanks for listening to my story, and a very special thanks to Zach's Realm for letting me use their rendition of the Rajang theme. Be sure to stop by and check out the rest of the videos on their channel and give them a sub. Now, I have something else I want you to check out. At the beginning of this video, I had mentioned how I was on a quest to hunt Rajang into extinction. Have you ever looked at your guild card and looked at the hunted counter and wondered, how high does it go? Does it stop at 999 or does it keep going? Well, I'm about to find out for all of us. I've hunted Furious Rajang 998 times, and on July 6, 2023, 9 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to hunt my 1000th Furious Rajang. I'll be joined by Mr. Cuso, What Are You Gaming, and my wife Rika. I hope you'll join me for this historic event on my streaming channel, Brizzle Squiggle. If you can't make it to join us live, or if you're watching this video after the 6th, I'll be sure to leave a link to the video here.